So all eyes are on Islamabad this morning, where in a few hours from now, a couple of hours to be precise, the National Assembly will reconvene. The members will of course vote on a no-confidence resolution that's been brought against the incumbent Prime Minister Imran Khan. At 10:30 a.m. local time Pakistan, that will be 11 a.m. Indian Standard Time, the members of the National Assembly will gather. The vote of no-confidence motion is on agenda number 4. And the opposition has tabled motion against the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker of the House. Therefore, it has been decided that a panel will be presiding over the crucial session for today, which will include 3 PTI members, 1 PMLN member and 1 PPP member. Reports suggest that Imran Khan's party members will try to delay the vote even today. Now, experts say that it is highly likely that Imran Khan could end up losing the no-confidence motion if it is voted upon. This is because it is widely believed that the ruling PTI government has lost its majority in the lower house of the parliament. But Imran Khan and his remaining allies are very adamant. They vowed to not leave the field open for the opposition. Reports indicate that Imran Khan's party members will try delay the vote today. So this, of course, is what is expected to happen. We expect a vote of no confidence to take place in the National Assembly in Pakistan. Remember the last time, that was last Sunday, when the vote of no confidence was supposed to take place, there was high drama. The Deputy Speaker, of course, said that the vote of no confidence had no legal validity because it was inspired by a conspiracy, a foreign conspiracy to topple the government. This is what unfolded on the 3rd of April. And then the Prime Minister also dissolved the National Assembly. But now what has happened is, since then, the opposition went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has said that the vote of no confidence must indeed take place. And to give us more details as to what is expected to happen today in the National Assembly this morning in Pakistan, we're joined in by my colleague Anas Mallick, who's joining us live on this broadcast from Islamabad. Anas, this of course is a very crucial moment in the political career of Imran Khan. Take us through what is likely to happen today in the context of what happened on the 3rd of April. Anas, if you can hear me, my question to you, of course, was, what do we expect will happen in the National Assembly in Pakistan today? I think there's a bit of a trouble connecting with my colleague Anas Mallick there. We'll try get him back online. But remember, this of course is going to be an incredibly difficult moment for Prime Minister Imran Khan. He's facing the crunch over. He has said that he is not going to give up till the very last ball. But it remains to be seen as to what can he do today. Can he muster the numbers? Because the way things stand at this point of time, it appears that he may not have the numbers in the National Assembly. And earlier we spoke with the former chairman of Pakistan Science Foundation, Dr. Farid Malik. Listen in to what he had to say on this entire issue.
In India, you have never experienced foreign interference in your internal affairs. In Pakistan, it has been repeatedly carried out ever since Ayub Khan took control of the country in 1958. We have been repeatedly, our foreign policy has been dictated from outside Pakistan. This is a phenomenon that we all understand, and this is a phenomenon that we all know, and very few prime ministers have stood up to it. Liaquat Ali Khan stood up to them, then Zulfikar Ali Bhutto stood up to them, and now Imran Khan is standing up. And I've repeatedly mentioned this, that the parliament in Pakistan has been irrelevant and ineffective since 1977. And they talk about constitution, they talk about popularity, which they don't have. Imran Khan brings ethical conduct to the parliamentary democracy of Pakistan. He is the largest party in the parliament. If he resigns en bloc or he moves out of the parliament to the street, then the parliament loses its control over the country. So election is the only way forward, and that's what Imran Khan has been repeatedly saying. His popularity is on the upswing. People are with him, and he will emerge much stronger when the dust settles down in Pakistan.
All right, so that is what one of the political commentators has had to say, that this of course, is going to be a crucial moment for Pakistan in terms of how the political ramifications will be for the incumbent Prime Minister. Shehbaz Sharif is likely to be the next Prime Minister in case the opposition has the numbers to see through this motion against Imran Khan. But then a lot of this is of course very speculative. What are the numbers like? How do they stack up? How will the members of the parliament in Pakistan vote at the time the no confidence motion actually takes place? Now I'm told that my colleague Anas Mallick is back with us. Anas, if you can hear me, we were talking about the no confidence motion that is expected to be voted upon at 10:30 a.m. local time in Pakistan. Bring us up to speed with what can be expected today.
Well, Saleh, it's a pivotal moment, not for Imran Khan, let alone, but for the country's history as well, for the country's democracy. Today, the session will resume after the court's directives. In the building that's behind me, that's the Pakistani Parliament, and here there are intense security arrangements that have been done as well by authorities over here. Now, if I talk to you, if I just talk to you on to what happens today, in all likelihood, the session it will open first. After that, on agenda item number 4 is what the vote of no confidence is. But before that is the questionnaire. The government seeks that the government wants to brief the member of the parliaments in that very questionnaire on what is believed to be a foreign conspiracy, as it says. The Pakistani Foreign Secretary will be briefing the member of the parliaments on the contents of the telegram or on that cable that came through from the Pakistani ambassador in the United States, Dr. Asad Majid Khan, on the 7th of March. So after that, will voting happen? Will there be ruckus? That remains to be seen in some hours from now when the session resumes at the Pakistani National Assembly. That's right behind me, Saleh.
Absolutely indeed. And who is expected to preside over the affairs of the National Assembly? Last time round, we saw the vice chairman actually dismiss the no confidence vote motion that was brought against the government, stating that it was inspired by a conspiracy, a foreign conspiracy to topple the government. So who is going to be presiding over the assembly today?
That's a technical question. At this point of time, it's still unclear who presides. But one thing is to be noted that both the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker have a no confidence motion submitted against them. Lawfully, they can still preside the session because law bars them from presiding the session that's against them on their own. So that remains to be seen, whether it will be the Speaker, whether it will be the Deputy Speaker, or whether it will be the panel of chairs in which seniority-wise Amjad Niazi from PTI is there, then Munazza Hassan, Irfan Khattak, 3 from PTI, then Ayaz Sadiq from PMLN, and another member from the Pakistan People's Party. So that remains to be seen. It's a key question, but law does not bar the Speaker or the Deputy Speaker to chair this particular session because it's not the no confidence motion against themselves. The reason, Saleh.
Absolutely. And also, Anas, at this point of time, it's difficult to predict as to how the numbers in fact stack up in the National Assembly because it's highly speculative. There are reports that state that even members from within Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, the party of Imran Khan, they themselves may defect. But at this point of time, if we are looking at how the numbers are likely to play out in the National Assembly, which way do you think, if the voting were to take place, is this likely to go?
Well, if the voting takes place, visibly the opposition has the majority. The opposition's presumed candidate, Shehbaz Sharif, has the numbers to clinch the no confidence motion and to clinch the title of the Leader of the House or the Leader of the House itself or the Prime Minister, as we said. Remember, on Sunday, last Sunday, when the initial vote of no confidence was to be held on the 3rd of April, a symbolic vote was done by the opposition after the Speaker had prorogued it, what is now said to be unconstitutional, in an unconstitutional move by the PTI. After that, the opposition held a symbolic session, and in that very symbolic session, 197 people voted in favor of the no confidence motion in order to oust the Prime Minister. So visibly, the opposition has the numbers and in case if it boils down to vote, then there will be trouble for Imran Khan-led PTI government. Saleh?
Absolutely indeed. Thank you very much indeed, Anas Mallick, for joining us and getting us all those insights. We'll of course come back to you as more details of course emerge in this developing story. This is a crucial moment for Prime Minister Imran Khan. Is this going to be the last day of his prime ministership? This is a question that hangs in balance. But Imran Khan has indicated that he is going to bat till the final ball. And he has also said the match is not over till it is over. So it remains to be seen whether he'll pull out another bunny from the hat. What unfolded last Sunday was something that no one had expected. Can we expect another reverse swing from the Imran Khan-led government again today? That, of course, is the big question, and also the possibility of who will preside over the proceedings in the National Assembly. Will it be the Speaker or the Deputy Speaker, or will it be another person who will be brought in on the basis of their seniority? These are questions that, of course, will determine to a very large extent as to what we can expect as and when the vote, of course, takes place. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.